Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm talking to Lara today, one of my wonderful members in CORE. And she's going to share a little bit about how she's found CORE, her experience and so on, because that may help you make a decision as to whether CORE is right for you or not. And she is a busy woman. She has 3 children. She runs her own ballet school and is busy with, her business. And so I will let her tell you a little bit more about her experience in CORE. So welcome, Lara. Thank you very much for joining me. And I wanted to start off by just asking you about why you joined CORE in the first place. Why did you sort of come to CORE, and why are you still a member now? Because I'm thinking you joined, you've been over a year now in CORE. So what brought you here? Why are you a member?
Okay, hello everyone. Okay, so I came to CORE, it was during the pandemic I came to CORE, and obviously things were really difficult then, and fitting in any kind of meaningful exercise. I'd been thinking for a while I'd wanted to try Pilates for many reasons, partially because of what I do for my work, which is teaching ballet. I tried yoga classes, and whilst I really enjoyed those, I found it really difficult to get the time to go once a week, same time each week, put that time aside. And I just felt during the pandemic that this might be a good time to try something new, something that I could do at home whenever I wanted to do it. And that's what Gila was selling to me at that point. So it seemed a good opportunity to have a go, which I did. I didn't join CORE straight away. I tried some of the other things that Gila provided first, and that sort of got me a bit hooked and interested. So yeah, then I decided to join CORE, just to sort of formalise things in my routine, so to speak. So I felt that I could do something every day or every other day if I wanted to, rather than just trying to find the time and stress about it and do something that wasn't quite right. So that's why I decided to join CORE to start with. Yes.
Yeah. And you're still a member now, over a year on. So what keeps you in CORE?
The structure of it, because I can do it at home, because it's bite size, I can dip in and out of it whenever I want to, but because there's a structure to it, and Gila's really good at keeping you on track and giving you trackers to follow, and that really helps me engage with it because I can see the progress I've done each week, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm still doing it now, because it's achievable basically. And you don't feel, even if you feel like you've not done as well as you wanted to one week, you can just pick it up whenever you want to, carry on the next week. So yeah, that's why I'm still doing it now.
Good. Okay, so like before you joined CORE, then, if you can take yourself back to before then, what was your fitness regime like before you joined CORE, and sort of your mental approach to it as well?
Well, my fitness regime, so to speak, was okay, because obviously I'm quite active every day with my job. I walk the dog most days, so I'm pretty active. I was doing a bit of running, but none of it was always a bit ad hoc. It was never planned in. It was like, okay, I've got half an hour here, I'll do something now. And I wanted something that would just give me that push to do something more formalized, if you like, but also not at the same time each day. I know lots of people do that in CORE, but for me, being able to pick it up when I've got the gap in my diary, that was why that's why it's good.
Yeah, good. So, and then in terms of your mental approach to things, has that changed at all? What was it like before?
Yeah, like I said, it was sort of really haphazard. It was never sort of putting me first. It was always just fitting in when I could. But this is more about putting me first and giving myself the permission to do things. And Gila's really good at helping you with that side of it. And without that, I'm not even sure it would have worked for me. But Gila's brilliant at helping you get over those mental barriers, those obstacles, which has been fabulous.
Yeah, so before, your fitness was really, you were doing it, but it wasn't necessarily consistent. It was sort of just grabbing moments of opportunity as and when you could, and that might not happen, and it might, and it was a bit all over the place.
Exactly.
And it was sort of, other things would happen first, and then if there was a gap, then you fit something in. Whereas,
absolutely,
so sort of leading into my next question was, sort of your transformation whilst you've been in core, you've already alluded to slightly, in that you've said, you've now, it's more structured, it's more formalized, you've got a plan. And in core, obviously, we have the monthly program and progress tracker, which a lot of people in core say really helps them, because it takes away the decision making process.
Yes, absolutely.
We've got, as busy women, we've got enough to think about and make decisions about all the time, and it's draining, isn't it? It's saps your energy making decisions, and then when you've got to make decisions for yourself and doing it, that's when we can easily talk ourselves out of it. So by having that program where you know which workout you're doing, and like you say, you haven't got to do it first thing in the morning. Some people do. You haven't got it fits with your routine, and your routine is different every day.
It is completely, and that's why it really does work. And the fact that Gila, you provide the sheets, you can look at it online or print them off or whatever, however suits you, but you can actually tick things off. I like ticking things off. It makes me feel like I've achieved something. So that in itself is just, you can look at it, it's a good visual, and you feel like you're accomplishing something, even if it's not perfect. It's better than having done nothing at all, which is
absolutely brilliant. That physical thing of done it is a good motivator, isn't it, to go through. But at the same time, the flip side is looking at what you have done. And I know we've chatted about this in the past, but not focusing, I've still got to do this, I've got to do that. It's no, actually, but I have done this, and I've done this and done this. And if you have a day or a week where life just throws everything at you and it just goes pear-shaped, it doesn't matter. You just go, fine, it's gone, it's been, let's not dwell on it, let's not make ourselves feel guilty over it, let's just pick ourselves back up, carry on, and go on with it. So, and
I think that's one of the skills with the way you approach it, Gila, and the way you, with the monthly mindsets as well, is that that's really brilliant. It's not thinking when, it's like the new year might be coming up and you think, I'm going to have this New Year's resolution, I'm going to do that, and you do it for 2 weeks and then you just stop, and then you think, I can't do it anymore because I've stopped, and you just forget about it. But that's different. It's different with core. There's that encouragement from you that's always telling you that's okay, you've had a bit of a rough 2 weeks or whatever it might be, or a month, it doesn't matter, just get back on, we can just pick it up where we left off, and with your support. And I think that's really important for people that are thinking about core to know there's that encouragement behind the scenes all the time, and that's fabulous. It's like a background motivation from Gila.
I'm there behind you all the way, nudging you in the right direction, because it's got to be manageable, it's got to be achievable. We're all juggling so many things, and you don't want it to just feel like another thing you've got to do, it's another chore, it's on the list, I've got to do it, because you're not going to want to do it when it's like that. It's got to be something you enjoy doing and you look forward to it. You think, I'm going to do my Pilates now, I've got that time, I've set my boundaries around that time, that's what I'm going to do. And that's where I think, like you said, core is different from just a platform of workouts where you're just left to get on with it by yourself. I am very much there and
part of it,
and supporting you and helping you. So since you've been a member of core, what sort of has been your biggest transformation? What has changed with you most, sort of physically and mentally? Because obviously in core we very much work with both of those things.
Well, physically, when I started, I'd never done Pilates before to start with, but I was reasonably fit. But to start with, I was really struggling with some of the exercises that crop up a lot, and I was thinking, oh no, this is not good. But honestly, just by following the program, I couldn't believe after just a few months how much easier things have got. So one example is side kick.
Yeah.
To start with, I was just a complete wobbly jelly mess on the floor, and I was thinking, this is just really embarrassing. But just sticking at it and just doing a little bit, you know, just following those bite-sized workouts, and they are bite-sized. You know, most of them are only about 20 minutes. I can do it now. Yeah. And that felt really, really good. And that's not the only one, but I think that's the biggest one for me, because I really did struggle with that.
Yeah.
But also sort of the roll up, roll down, you know, when you're using your core, just the perseverance, and just not expecting too much of yourself too quickly, but just doing it gradually, physically. Yeah, I've really noticed a difference. Which is fabulous. And like I said before, because of my work, I'm feeling it's complementing what I needed. And I'm guessing really whatever you do, whether it's sort of, you know, sitting down job, really active job, there are going to be elements of the way you set it out in terms of focusing on different things like your upper body or legs or core, that's going to suit everybody. And you don't have to follow exactly what you're putting on the tracker. You can pick the ones that you think are going to be best for you on that particular day or that particular week or whatever, which is great. Mentally, I mean, the monthly mindset sessions are brilliant. I mean, I can't always join them live because of work, but I always catch up with them on replay, which is great. But they're just giving you a just different insight into how, as busy women, we can cope and keep going and do the things we want to do. And that's been a big lesson for me about giving yourself permission to do it, giving yourself the time, scheduling it in, which to start with for me was completely, well, I can't do that, Gila, I'm too busy, I haven't got time, and everyone else comes first. But it's that slow realization that actually it can be different and you can change things, and that side of it has really, really helped me. And also what's nice when you join those sessions live, it's that connection you have with the other members, which is great, because you obviously, because it's online, you don't do it with anyone. So that's nice, that's really nice too.
So lots of points you've mentioned there. So there's the live aspects in core, so you still get that connection with other members, and it's really nice when we have the mindset sessions and we have a bit of a discussion. You realize, hold on, I'm not the only person who's going through this. It's not that there's something wrong with me that I can't do this, because there's loads of us that are finding this a struggle or this or whatever. And by supporting each other and talking through things and exploring things, and sometimes we have guest speakers in as well, don't we? And you know, they add a different perspective into things. It's nice to have that connection and that community element as well within the core.
Absolutely.
And I think for a lot of it is that it's a process physically and mentally to change. You don't just, you know, go to the gym and then you come back and all of a sudden you've got a six-pack, you know. And it's the same with Pilates, anything physical. It takes time to build your strength, improve your flexibility. And you said within a few months, you know, you started to see the difference in the exercises and in the strength of what you were, you know, doing. And then it's the same thing mentally. You don't just flick a switch and the next morning get up and go, right, that's it. Blow everyone else. They can do their own washing and cook their own dinner. I'm getting on with what I'm doing. It doesn't happen like that. No. It's a process and it takes time to change, and which is, you know, why I think the mindset aspect of it it's been so useful to me as well, you know, over the years, because if I could be, and I know you've heard me say this before, Lara, but for people watching, you know, I could be the best Pilates teacher in the world and just do fantastic, and I'm not bad, but if you don't do it, if you don't do the workout, it's not going to help you. And no one else, is a sort of saying, no one else can do your push-ups for you. So you can delegate other stuff. You can delegate the washing up. You can delegate someone to take the dog for a walk, or you can, you know, delegate whatever it is, someone else to send an email out or photocopy something if you're in, you know, work. But you can't delegate anyone else to do your exercise for you. You've got to do it yourself. And if you don't do it, you won't benefit. So again, it's then having, this is why I think, well, no, core is unique and really helping women, is that it's that mindset thing shifts it so that then you're like, yeah, actually, I am just as important as everyone else. My health and fitness is important. So I need to not just fit it in as and when, but actually have a plan. And this is when I'm going to do it. And this is what's going to happen, and so on.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I think we've sort of talked really about sort of what sort of was your biggest breakthrough and achievement. But was there anything else you wanted to add into that?
Just that if you're thinking about following Gila's core program, I think you need to appreciate, and it's difficult to get a sense of this when you're looking at different things online or whatever, that this is, for me, it's just been, like you just said, Gila, it's unique. It's not just a platform where there are loads of workouts and you just follow it, which, to be honest, is never going to work, because unless you're that kind of person that's completely committed and organized, that was just never going to work for me. This is much more of a sort of holistic approach, and Gila's there behind the scenes helping you. Other core members are there. Lots of them I know don't engage with the sort of online side of it in terms of writing comments and things, but there are lots of people that do, and just reading those is really helpful and inspiring. It thinks, oh, they've done it, they've done their workouts this morning, maybe I need to get mine in now too, and there's just loads of elements to it that are really beneficial. And if you're a busy person, you don't think you've got time to put your health and fitness and well-being first, do this, because it will really help. It's not going to be like a miracle cure that's going to happen overnight, but it's really helped me. And I've been, like you said at the beginning, I've been a member of core for just over a year now, and it takes time, but it works.
Yeah, and that's it. It's got to be sustainable, hasn't it? It's got to be something that you can keep up and fit in with your lifestyle, because building strength, improving flexibility, improving your fitness, whatever type of exercise you do, takes time. And like we said, with the mental side of things, if you're shifting your perspective on things, that takes time as well. So it's not a case of, you often see programs, don't you, online, I don't know, 21 days to a six-pack.
Yeah.
And that's not realistic though, is it? That's fine if you haven't got anything else to do and you can just concentrate on what you're eating and what you're doing and exercise all day and become sort of fanatical about it and obsessive about it. But my approach in core is far more realistic, and I'm a busy mum.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 kids, and I'm doing, and I'm just like, well, look, this is real. This is what we're doing. And so it's sustainable and achievable. We don't pretend to be anything else. We're doing our best, and that's what we're going for. We don't go for perfection, because that doesn't exist. And if you try and go for perfection,
not going to work.
So we just go for our best, and we're always next day improving on ourselves, and to become our better selves.
I think that's really important for people watching, Gila, is it's about that sort of image you get when you see things online. This is about Gila's real, and we're real. We're real people, and I think that makes a huge difference when you're following it and meeting the other people and watching Gila doing it. It's about reality. And that's not something I don't think, I've not found that in many things, particularly during lockdown, when you've been bombarded with all these professionals doing things and sort of they're diversifying. It's not about you. This is about you as a person, as well as your health and fitness. So and when we say, I haven't got time to do it, I haven't got time, my sort of question back to you is well, can you afford not to? Can you, so you say, well, I can't afford the time, I can't find the time. Well, can you afford not to? Yeah. Because it's your health and fitness, and we're all getting older. There's no escaping that. Everyone's getting older. So, it's about, so going back to what we were saying, it's about it being a sustainable, and because you need to be consistent in order to get, to build strength and everything. And again, we're not about what we look like. We don't take measurements of things or anything like that. It's about how you feel. You feel strong, you feel good about yourself, you stand up taller, you feel more confident,
you know, you've got less aches and pains and so on. All those other things, longer, leaner muscles and everything, that all comes with Pilates from doing it. But that's not the focus. And so it's about trying to think where I was going with that now. Yeah, so it's about it being consistent. And so to build your strength and improve flexibility and so on and all of that takes time and you have to maintain it as you get older. So therefore you can't just do a one-off thing and then go, oh right, that's it, I'm fit and healthy now, I can sit back on the sofa and stuff my face. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. It would be good if it did, but it doesn't. So it's something we keep doing. So therefore it's got to just fit in with our lifestyle easily. Got to fit in easily, enjoyably, and just becomes part of who you are in yourself. So you're not a busy woman who hasn't got time and I'm just rushing around and I'm completely overwhelmed and I can't make decisions, but you're a woman who's like, yeah, no, I can do this. I might be busy and that's fine, but they're all things I'm choosing to do. I'm in control, I've got my plan, I know when I'm doing it, I'm looking after myself, and therefore I'm in a better place to look after everyone else as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, is there anything else you want to add, Lara?
Just do it, ladies. That's it.
Yes, it will. If you're listening to this and you're sitting on the fence and you think, oh, I don't know if it's for me, if it's right for me, that's fine. That's, you know,
that was me to start with. And I just took, my clock's going to stop bonging, sorry. But that was me to start with, and I just got off that fence and I'm really glad I did. Yeah, good. So if you're not sure, if you've got any questions, you can post them below this video or email me, and I'm happy to answer any. If you want to jump on a one-to-one call with me because you think, well, I'd just like to find out a bit more, and sometimes it's easy just to chat it through with people, that's fine. I'm here. Like Lara said, I'm a real person. I'm here. I'm at the end of a phone or an email. As long as we schedule a time which is convenient to, you know, both of us, then I'm more than happy to jump on a one-to-one call with people and chat through things, and see if it's right for you, because it's got to be your decision, and you know, I want it to help you. That's what it's about, and I will be honest if I don't think it will help you. So let me know. And thank you very much for joining me, Lara, and sharing your experience of core, because I think it's really important for people to hear it, not just always from me, but from people that are in core, experiencing it, doing it, and it will hopefully help some people therefore to make a decision if it's right for them or not. So thank you very much, and thank you for joining us and watching this the video, and have a good day with whatever else you're doing, and I will catch up with you all soon. See you later. Bye.